Do you only get into paradise if you belong to certain bloodlines, the special ones favored by God? Is heaven's gate shut against the plebs? Is paradise open to everyone, or do you need to enjoy specific privileges and advantages before you can be allowed into the most elite club? Would you like to be translated from here on earth to paradise? This means that the power of the gods or God is used to convert you from a mortal person to an immortal person and relocate you to a perfect land, without any need for your body to die, or for you to go on any journey. In Homer's Odyssey, we are told that the Spartan king Menelaus, husband of Helen of Sparta, better known as Helen of Troy, was translated to the Elysian fields, in the far west of the flat earth. Don't you find it curious that Homer wrote about Odysseus going to the underworld, Hades, but not to the Elysian fields? A missed opportunity. Dante, a far more ambitious writer, sent himself on a cosmic journey to hell, where he encountered Satan, purgatory, where he found the Garden of Eden, the launching point to heaven, and heaven, finally encountering God himself. That's the journey that all great explorers and adventurers ought to take, giving them the full view of reality, and bringing them to the culmination of existence, perfection. The idea of translation occurs in Christianity. The Virgin Mary was supposedly transferred from earthly to heavenly existence without undergoing death. Evangelical Protestants believe in the rapture, which is a mass translation event, when all of the saved are taken up into paradise, without having to die first. Which of course means that paradise is physical, or something extraordinary is done to the body and its physical nature is completely altered as it is translated. No theologian has ever supplied any details, and none ever would. They refer to such things as mysteries, and tell their flock of mindless believers simply to have faith. Isn't it great when you have no explanation for something that you can get people to believe, whatever crackpot nonsense you tell them, but can place the onus on them not to doubt you? It's a failure on their part, not yours, if they don't get it. If they question your story, you blame them for having a lack of faith. This is how all malignant narcissists go about their business. You must believe whatever fantastical idiocy they tell you, and if you question them in any way, then you are excluded from paradise, their so-called shared fantasy where they are the perfect God and you are their perfect followers. Many humans seem to have an addiction to being lied to by people they like or have faith in. Kierkegaard talked about people taking a leap of faith, and many humans do exactly this. In order to join the club, something that inspires or motivates them in some way, they will leave behind reason and logic so that they can immerse themselves in a ludicrous fantasy, so that they can regard themselves as special, and part of a special community. Well, there's nothing wrong about being special, as long as you actually are. There's plenty wrong about calling yourself special when you're self-evidently irredeemably mediocre. Cult slaves are painfully mediocre, and the cult god they worship is special only in the degree of his pathology and commitment to deceiving and exploiting his slaves. Cult leaders often pretend that they can translate their slaves into paradise. Most of them end up in the equivalent of Jonestown, dead. Good riddance.